Hey, Taurus. We're going to do your reading. So I'll do a general, then I'm going to go into love, then I'm going to go into your next lover, then money, any blocks, and then any guidance that you need. So let's see what's going on as the general theme in your life. Ooh, deep freeze. You may have Leo placements, could be dealing with a Leo. You're being asked to just take things really slow. Okay, so here's what I'm feeling. So I get pulled to certain things on the cards. I feel or see things. This is a lion asleep, like frozen in time. Okay. You're coming out of this deep freeze and you're going to be guided. You're being guided to go slow and steady, like just take things really slow. But this, I'm feeling like I'm waking up from a long sleep, or maybe I was in the same position all night long and haven't moved. And I feel stiff because I haven't moved in a while. I feel a little sore. Okay. So you may be coming out of this still a little bruised and battered. Okay. Whatever the situation is, but you are coming out of it. And go slow, take things slow. Have some compassion for yourself. Ones, twos, and sixes are significant. Sixes for me is moving from where you're at right now into a much better position. Think of the Six of Swords. Think of the Six of Wands, celebration. Six of Pentacles. Okay. Think of going from whatever situation you're in into a much better situation. Oh, all right. You're protecting your heart, or you feel like you need to protect your heart. And this is coming from your childhood. So you see how she's her treasure. This is her heart. These are all of the things that are really important to her. She's protecting them and she's laying on top of it so no one can open it up. But she's also like, you see how she's like kind of balled up, protecting that heart. Okay. So that tells me you have some limiting beliefs from childhood that you need to be protected, that you need to protect yourself, that you need to protect your heart. Now there's a bird here. There's an umbrella, and then on top of that is a bird, and the bird is bringing you a message. There's a diamond here glowing. There's also a crown. So, like this tells me you've taken your crown off. You forgot your power. You forgot who you are. And you think you need to be afraid. You have everything within you. Like physical things you don't need to protect, you don't need to worry about. I know we have been programmed to believe, oh, I need to take care, I need to protect my money, I need to protect my car, blah blah blah. Forget that shit. You don't need to protect all of that stuff, okay? All the power is within you. But you took your crown off. I'm gonna pull some cards on that because I want more information. Like, why did you take your crown off? That means you don't believe in yourself. You don't believe how strong you are. You've gotten through 100% of the things that have, in some cases, could have killed you in the past. You've gotten through them. What makes you think you won't survive the future? Compass. Okay. That's that wheel of fortune. You're directing based off your focus, your thoughts, your beliefs, your behaviors drives your 3D. Okay. You're directing your focus. You're literally saying to this compass, give me more things to be afraid of because I'm afraid. I'm afraid I'm going to lose. Give me more loss. Is that what you want in your future? I don't think it is. Fives. Fives are about change. What can, because your future is mutable. People think that our future is carved in stone. It's not. You can change. Like if I give you a reading today and you take any advice that I give you, tomorrow's reading will be completely different. you'll be in a completely different timeline. Your destiny is not carved in stone. Yes, there are some things that you are destined to encounter or experience because you designed that before you came here. But there's so many timelines that you can go to. And again, it's going to be based off of what you focus on. All right, let's find out what's going on here. I want more information on deep freeze. Ooh, okay. You went into hiding because of all the conflict. I get this. I get this. And sometimes I still do this. Our nervous system can't handle this chaos. Our nervous system, right? And again, this is programmed from childhood. I had a lot of chaos, a lot of fighting in the home growing up, like just constant chaos. Okay. And I would hide. My nervous system couldn't handle it. And then in my adult life, as those things would come up, I would want to just escape and run and hide and pretend that those things weren't happening, go into this deep freeze or hermit mode. Okay. Again, another five. Fives are going to be significant. I don't know if you can see the five up there. Fives are going to be significant for you guys. It's so clear to me. You guys need to have more compassion for yourself. And if I'm looking up at, I'm looking at a wall, it's because I'm receiving information and I'm trying to translate it and process it. Yeah. I mean, this is a choice. It's a choice because now, today, what I've learned is in those chaotic moments, I will take a step back. I always take a step back just to gain perspective of what's happening. I take a moment for myself and then I process what's happening. In most cases, I will tap, okay, or do breath work. More often than not today, I'll just tap it out. Like, I realize that this situation is really stressful, but it's okay. I'm still safe. I realize that this is going on around me. I don't need to participate. I realize that this is going on around me. I don't need to get triggered by it. I don't need to be affected by what's happening in my 3D environment. This too shall pass. Okay. I just kind of talk to myself. I coach myself. Now you're tapping on meridian points. Those meridian points then are calming your nervous system. It's telling your nervous system in times of chaos, just like this one, I'm safe, I'm secure. So you don't keep having this reaction. How many times do you have to tap so that you don't have that reaction? It's really going to be based on the amount of trauma that you had, how deep that trauma is. So in some cases, I tap and then I don't get triggered by situations like that anymore. In other cases, deeply rooted trauma, traumatic experiences that I've had in the past, I got to tap for maybe a couple weeks, but then it passes, and I'm no longer triggered by that. It's no longer having a negative impact on my body. And okay, so here's what happens. When that happens, when we go into this hermit mode, we'll tend to sabotage. We'll sabotage. Things may be going really well in other areas. This chaos pops up. We're going to sabotage it because this situation doesn't feel safe for me. I need to sabotage everything. Okay. All of this is new. It's creating conflict in my life. I need to just get rid of it because I don't feel safe. We're always going to gravitate back towards safety. That's where our brains, our ego, all of it is designed to keep us alive. Okay. Yeah, it sucks, but it's keeping us alive. It's what's kept us alive all this time. Okay, so going into that deep freeze is a choice. Again, I always step back. I always do take a moment. And it's because, wait, I don't want to overreact in this situation. Let me take a step back, calm myself down, and then relook at the situation without my ego. Our ego, again, is always protecting us. It's designed that way. Our ego may step up and then we're triggered and then we're fighting. So we're either going to fight or run. You hear fight or flight. We're either going to fight or we're going to run and we're going to hide. It seems like you've been hiding for just a little bit longer than you needed to. And again, with slow and steady, it's like you got to honor your body. All that trauma has been pushed down, it's in our body. You want to release that. And you're hiding. You're hiding because you are trying to protect yourself. Okay? You don't need to keep going through this cycle though. You can change it by working on your nervous system. How do you work on your nervous system? Breath work, meditation. Tapping has been huge for me. And I was introduced to tapping years and years ago. It was the weirdest thing, and I refused to do it. I would feel so uncomfortable. But that's the ego resisting. The ego's like, no, 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 girl, don't be doing this. This is weird. This doesn't feel good. You're going to be releasing stuff that you don't want to acknowledge, that you don't want to see, you don't want to be aware of. But you need to release that if you want to change the direction of your life. Okay. After all of this, give me more on compass. So usually in these readings, I'm quantum jumping you as you're getting the information. If you're taking it in and letting go of beliefs and choosing better for yourself, then your timeline is going to get better. So a lot of times my readings are quantum jumping readings where you're going from here, this timeline, you're quantum jumping into a new timeline if you're taking the advice that you're being given in the reading. I hope that makes sense. Okay. I love it. Love this for you. Okay, take a deep breath. Okay. This is where you've been. Okay. You've been in this energy too long, but this is comfortable for you. You're saying, no, I don't like it. I'm crying all the time. But this is all you know. This is all your nervous system knows is this destruction. You are walking away from whatever it is that is causing that. Or you're walking away from people, places, things, or habits, behaviors that have kept you in this destructive cycle. You pull back, okay? You remember who you are. Nine of Pentacles. This is my single ready to mingle card, okay? So she's stable, she's secure, she feels safe. She's got her money, she has her future. Like the grapes represent her future wealth, okay? She has a home, she's dressed beautifully. Then she morphs into the Empress, all right? And I love this for you because this is the receptive mode. This is healed. I healed my nervous system. I don't need to get up and fight. I don't need to participate. I don't draw in chaos anymore. Even if chaos is going around, I just don't even get triggered by it because I healed my nervous system. It doesn't even come up for me. I love this. Okay. So this is your energy. That's what you have to look forward to. Change the beliefs, work on the nervous system so that you can have this. You'll turn this wheel of fortune. You're going to turn the compass in a new direction. That should be exciting instead of staying in this energy all the time in fear. Okay. I lived there. I know what that's like. I know what it's like waking up every single day saying, I hate myself. I hate my life. I used to say that every single day I woke up and I would open up my eyes and I would think, I hate myself. I hate my life. I hate this. So fearful, right? Knowing that the day was going to turn to shit. It didn't matter what I did. It didn't matter how hard I prayed. None of that stuff mattered. My life was going to be chaotic. And that's what I just kept manifesting over and over and over until I broke that cycle. Changed the course, changed the direction of my life. Okay, let's do love. Now I'm using the After Tarot deck. So it is this deck, but like what would happen in the next step. Okay, so the cards are going to look similar, but different. What's going on in love? Ooh, okay. You're going to take the leap of faith. All right. So this is the Fool card. It's 0. It's the first major arcana. You've come out of a cycle. You're coming out of this. I love this for you. Okay. This tells me that you listened to the advice, you took heed, and you changed some things in your environment. Read Atomic Habits. Okay. And I talk about this all the time. I talk about it in my courses, I talk about it in my coaching. Atomic Habits. James Clear talks about by changing one small thing in your life today, one habit, one thing, or clearing one block, one thing has a compounding impact a year later of 30 some percent. It's like 33%. Your life will automatically improve by 30 some percent compounded in 1 year by changing one thing. So imagine every month if you just changed one thing. Your life then a year later is unrecognizable. I can assure you the life that I'm living today is nothing like the life that I was living last year. And I was happy last year. Okay. I wasn't in the best circumstances, but I was still happy. My life is completely different a year later because every day I wake up and I'm like, all right, well, what can I change? What beliefs can I change? What habits can I change? What can I do? How can I mix things up? How can I take a leap of faith, knowing that a year later my life is going to be unrecognizable again? I love that. Okay, so you take this leap of faith. There's this sense of freedom that I feel from this card. Look at, she drops the bag. I'm talking to the feminine. I read for the feminine. So you drop the bag. Okay. So not only did you leave all your baggage behind, because the regular Fool card is leaving all the baggage in the past, moving forward with just a couple of things. Not only did you leave all the baggage, but you're like, yeah, just let it all go. That's the freedom of the Empress card. Okay. That's the knowing I'm always taken care of. I don't need to grasp onto things. I don't need to hold onto things. And she's stopping to smell the rose. Imagine, imagine healing this in your life. Imagine changing the direction of your life so much so that you take a huge leap of faith. You let go of everything that you were holding on to so tightly, and you're able to, while you're falling off a cliff, stop and smell the roses. This is the confidence in this person. We're talking about two completely different beings. This person is afraid. They're protecting themselves. They're afraid. They're not safe. This person is, I'm always protected. I can do whatever I want. I love this. I feel absolute freedom in this energy. Also, I'm going to pull to all the yellow. Yellow for me is healing. When I get pulled to yellow on a card, it tells me you've healed so much. I know that you've been working on yourself. Keep going. You're almost there. You're almost here. Okay. What else? And this is in love. You're taking your power back. Oh my God. You are taking your power. I love this. You're so in love with you. Ace of Cups. Okay. I have the Six of Swords. Now, Six of Swords for me in regular tarot. Okay. If you look at the Six of Swords in tarot, they're all in the boat and they're leaving the wavy water. They're leaving the chaos. They're leaving all of this that's happening all around them where they don't feel safe, moving into much calmer waters. So here, again, after tarot, you've arrived in the calmer waters. You're in your new situation. And it's so much better for you. You don't need to protect yourself anymore. Like, notice how he's taken 4 of the swords out of the 6. He's like, I don't need all these swords. I don't need all this protection. Like, this is enough for me. I'm safe. I'm secure. I'm good to go. Now, swords also represent thoughts, words, truths, beliefs. So again, he's leaving some stuff behind that he no longer needs. I really love this for you guys. And in comes this King of Wands. And this King of Wands is going to be the leader in the relationship. So you're the feminine. I read for the feminine. You're the feminine. You have a masculine coming in, and he's like, girl, I got you, and I got me. Just relax. Stay in your Empress energy. I love this. You're beautiful, and I got you. Whatever action needs to be taken, I'm going to take it. Now, this person is also highly intuitive. Now, for some of you, you don't know this person. Like, you see this, how she has her back to him? You don't know this person. But this masculine is coming in, and they're ready to take action towards you. They're ready to take action for you. They're ready to take this wand and protect you. And you're like, I love that about you. I love this. Okay. But it's because of this self-love. This is a gift. Okay. This is where you're headed. All right. Let's do our spicy. So I'm using my Essential Tarot deck. You can get this. Go down in the description box. It's 50% off. You might want to grab it now. So I think that's $20. Regular 39 plus like $5 shipping. So it'll end up being like $24.99, something of that effect. I can't show the cards. They're very spicy. I can only give you the interpretation. Oh, I could show this one. They choose you and only you. There's a couple safe cards. Oops. Oh, okay. This person's going to be obsessed with your legs and your feet. They're going to be obsessed with those body parts. This person is going to, not all the time, and we're talking about in the bedroom, this person is going to want to be very dominant and want you to beg them for it. Okay. Like, just look at, you're bringing in a King of Wands. Fire signs, we're a little spicy when it comes to bedtime. This person is very spicy that you're calling in. And you can't just look at sun sign. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You got to look at oops. You got to look at sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Okay. It's perfect. This person is going to show a lot of PDA, public display of affection. But a lot of people ask me, what's PDA? Public display of affection. They're going to get very spicy in public as well. Okay. They may get a kick out of that. You're going to enjoy it though. And don't go in my comments. I don't like that. Blah, 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 blah. You're going to love it. This person wants you on top. This person is very protective. I told you this. This king, he's going to fight for you. He's going to fight your battles. You sit in your feminine energy. He's going to get your back, right? I can show this one. He's going to be very protective of you. They want to be your knight in shining armor. Okay? This man is going to love and protect you. You will feel safe. You will no longer have to protect yourself, protect your heart. This person is going to protect you. I love this for you. All right, what blocks do we have? Now, this is what's preventing you from having what you want, aside from what I've already told you. Don't worry about what things look like on the outside. That's you judging, okay? And projecting your fears. Don't worry about what people say, what people do, what people think. All right, vanity. That's your ego. That's your ego saying, "Oh, we got to worry about all this shit." No, you don't. No, you don't. Who cares? And it's think of it like social media. And people say this all the time. Coaches will say this. People like that help you grow your business on the internet. All comments are good. All comments are boosting your algorithm, good or bad. Don't get upset when people are coming in bitching and complaining. I mean, I say that only because it's about manifestation. All right. I don't want you guys focused on bitching and complaining. I want you focused on positivity. I want you focused on what it is that you desire versus what you don't want. That's why I'm always saying that. Don't come bitching in my comments. But for a content creator and stars, people out there in the business, all all comments, everything boosts you in the algorithm, boosts your popularity, makes you more famous. Okay. Whether it's good or bad, it's still boosting you. People will be like, well, who the hell is that? I don't even know her. Oh, let me tell you the scoop. So what? Now more people know about you. Don't I feel like a little fear that came up. You may have a fear of being seen. Don't worry about that stuff. New Year's is going to be amazing for you. Mark that down. New Year's is going to be amazing. I'm getting pulled to these two people. Like they're dressed up fancy and they're drinking champagne. That would signify for me that's like New Year's. Oh, this person, it looks like they're holding a champagne bottle or a beer bottle, whatever. Um, don't worry about what people say, people do, people think. They're only reflecting back to you your own fears. I love this. Okay. You're going to work on the insecurity. Okay. This again, you see how he's like protecting his heart? He has his arms crossed. He's protecting his heart, right? You're not gonna have to do that. You have a lover coming in that's going to be protective, that's going to help you. You're safe. This person is also part of your destiny. I talked about this in a reading that I just did. I'm not sure if it's posted yet, but watch my TikTok, IG, Facebook content that I've been posting, especially the past couple of days. It's like you're going to change. Nothing is carved in stone. This is a potential soulmate that you designed before you came here. If I hit this milestone, I'm going to call in this soulmate. Okay. You've changed or will be changing your destiny so much that you then call in this perfect match for you. Okay. This person, this next person, and then forgiveness. And I feel like while you may think that you need to forgive other people, oof, I'm getting pulled to the little child here. You need to forgive yourself and you need to go and have some conversations with your inner child. You've been abandoning your inner child. You have been abusing your inner child, ignoring your inner child. Go and have a conversation with like I say, little Robin, right? If something is popping off in my reality, even if I react to it, I then come and I pull back and I say, what is it that Robin needs at this time? Little Robin, what is it that we need at this time? And I give that to her. It might be love. It might be compassion. It might be like, listen, we got to get our shit together, right? It might be like a coaching session that I have to have with little Robin. But whatever it is, I feel like this is you. But you see, this rhinoceros is protecting. You're so protected, you don't even realize. And rhinos they can be very dangerous, okay? But look at how this big, huge creature is protecting your inner child, your little you. Okay, go back, have a conversation. I just talked about this on a coaching call the other night. Check in with, like I said, little Robin. If you're unhappy, if you're out of alignment, if something's going on and you're off, take a deep breath, take a step back, get into a little bit of a meditative state, okay? Like calm the nervous system and ask little Robin, like I asked little Robin, what do we need right now? And listen. Don't let your ego. That's why I said you need to get into like a little bit of a meditative state. Don't listen to the ego. Okay. Oh, well, we need to go back to them and we need to tell them to go F off. No, 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 no. That's not what your inner child would say. Okay. That's not what little Robin would say. Little Robin would say, I just need you to be consistent with me. You keep losing yourself in these other people. You keep people pleasing and you're losing yourself. You're forgetting yourself. You're forgetting me. I need to get my needs met first. Can we meet our needs first and then worry about other people? Can we stop people pleasing? A lot of times it's around people pleasing. Okay, those are your blocks. What guidance? What guidance, guidance, guidance? Ooh, I love this. So sacred space, Mother Earth, and endings and beginnings. Girl, you are definitely going through endings and beginnings. I'm getting pulled to the third eye about following your intuition. The more that you do this work, everything that I've told you, the clearer your intuition is going to be. Okay. The old must be released so that the new can enter. You got to let some of this stuff go. Okay. So that you could be, where's that card? You got to drop the baggage because the feeling of this card is absolute, complete freedom. Like, I can do anything I want and I'm going to be successful and I'm protected. I love this. Okay. So endings and beginnings. Mother Earth, you are called upon to help with environmentalism. The feeling that I get from this card is you need to get grounded, get the hell, take your shoes off, go sit in the grass. Okay. Ground yourself. You may spend a lot of time outside of your body. Where's our lion? You may be spending a lot of time outside of your body, in your head, in your mind. Like as a kid, I would read books. So I would escape into books. It was the only thing that I could do, right? That was my coping mechanism. That was the way that I handled the chaos that was happening around me is I would disappear into books. In a book, I can go into like a secret world and just be in that world. I would leave my body and go into the book. Okay. That's the way that I would deal with things. And then when I had to stay in my body, that's when the nervous system stuff came up. Okay. That's when I didn't know how to handle the things that were coming up in my nervous system. So I feel like with Mother Earth, you may get a different message. Okay. So follow your intuition. Mother Earth for me is you need to get grounded, stay in your body. And then sacred space, create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. Also to connect with you. Okay. Find a place. It doesn't have to be anything fancy either. For me, it's when I go to sleep. So my place is like my spot on the bed. Okay. Whether I'm sitting, meditating, going to sleep, whatever. That's my sacred space. Now you could create something fancy if you'd like. You don't have to. Sometimes I'll have crystals. Sometimes I'll have like different things. But create this space, this safe space that you could just, go within and talk to your little one, talk to God, whatever it is that you believe in. All right. I love you guys. Do all the things like, share, subscribe, post a comment down below. If this resonated, post a comment down below. If you want more content like this, post a comment down below. All right. I love you guys. You got this.